Alright, I'm going to take you through the hallway fun picture. I'm going to start off with my three pictures here, which I have on my desktop. I'm going to click and drag these to my Photoshop icon down at the bottom. It opens up and I let go. It loads the pictures. Now they load up as individual pictures, and I want to put all three of them into one picture. So I'm going to get my move tool, kind of pull them off the taskbar here at the top there. I'm going to click and drag them into one of the pictures, and then I just minimize them like that. Okay, now they're all loaded up into here. Sometimes if I load them up, they become smart objects. If they're a smart object, you go to Layer, Rasterize, and Smart Object. You can also click on Smart Objects and go to Rasterize there. That's under the Layer menu. Well, everything looks good here. They're normal layers, so I'm going to go ahead and align them. So I click on the top layer, hold the Shift button on the keyboard, and click on the bottom layer, and I'm going to go up to Edit and Auto Align Layers. That's going to put them together. I use the Auto one, and the computer thinks about it for a second and aligns them. And so if I turn these layers on and off, you can see that nothing in the background moves from one layer to the next. And I'm going to arrange these so that the one that's closest to the camera there, that's going to be in front. Alright, now I'm able to begin. I'm going to make layer masks on each of these layers. So I'm on layer 1, go down to the bottom, and I click on this rectangle with the circle in it, and that's Add Layer Mask. In a layer mask, whatever you paint black, it erases, and whatever you paint white, it leaves the picture alone. It's a great way to edit your photos without actually destroying the photos. Okay, I use my paintbrush. I'm going to use the bracket key to make it bigger. And I'm using black on the layer mask, and I'm going to erase. And as you see, it reveals the layer behind. Okay. Now I'm not going too precise, and I accidentally erased part of me and that stool. So I'm going to step back here and try it again. But this time I'm going to use the quick selection tool here, and I'm going to click and drag on my body. Use the minus, erase out this stuff, subtract the selection away that's not part of my body. And then I go up to Refine. I'm going to go to Smooth. I'm going to feather for about 1 pixel. Contrast a little bit. I'm going to crank that smooth up more and click OK. And then on the layer mask, I'm going to select Inverse and Edit Fill, or use the Shift F5 command and fill it with black. Okay? What that does is it gives me a really good cutout from this layer. If I hold Alt and click on the layer mask, that's that cutout that I have. If I look closely, I notice that my face has been erased. So I'm going to use my paintbrush tool, make it a smaller brush, and I'm going to bring back my face. All right. That works pretty good. Okay, I'm going to do that to all the other layers too. And making sure that I erase out this stool as well. So I've made another layer mask here, and I'm painting on it with black. But I'm going to use the same method that I did before, using the quick selection tool, and then cut out from that, and then I'll come back to this picture. I've got my selection here, and I'm going to select inverse, refine my edge, smooth it out, feather it a little bit, click OK, and then edit fill, and fill that with black. So now I have one of me floating, or both of me floating, and they look like they're floating in that space in the picture. Okay, next I'm going to show you how to do the laser.